This question makes it really clear why it's so important to know what kind of writing question we're dealing with before we really start thinking about it. So first and foremost, because this question has a literal question, my first thought would be that it's testing the ideas in these two sentences. And I do need to check for that, but as I read these answer choices, all of them kind of seem to be saying the exact same thing. So there's no real problem ideas. There's no like forced negative here. They're not really kind of like making the ideas in the wrong order. That all flows in some sort of way that's logical. But then after that, we need to think about style. Not grammar, not grammar. I cannot stress this enough. This is why most people get this one wrong, is they're thinking grammatically, they're thinking about how they themselves would write the sentence, and so they avoid the correct answer, which is D. Why is that the right answer? Because it is the shortest. We know that the SAT prefers short choices. Now, sometimes with grammar rules, we have to override that style choice and actually pick longer answers because there's a grammar rule that supersedes the style rule. But not here. This is a style question. You should feel very confident picking choice D. In this case, the dash is absolutely the most efficient way to make these sentences combined. It's basically functioning like a colon, using the second sentence to kind of explain what's going on in the first, right? New York City is one of the most efficient water supply systems in the world. Why is it efficient? Approximately 95% of the water is supplied by gravity as it flows, blah, blah, blah. So that's a perfect use of both the dash and if that were a colon would be fine too. But you wouldn't know that if you were worried too much about grammar and about whether or not the grammar of the punctuation mark was correct. All these other choices are grammatically correct, by the way. It's not that they are somehow bad and violate some sort of rule. It's just that they're inefficient ways of combining the sentences, and they're not really effective. Something like and isn't really combining the sentences. It's still keeping them as separate ideas. So in a lot of these cases, if you don't really know what the best answer is because they all seem okay, just pick the shortest one. Combined sentences questions are first and foremost about the ideas, and then secondarily, they are about the style. And the best style in the SAT is short.